Welcome back, family, to Northside LDN, Kalamba. Today we've got news that Ivan Toney's price tag has been dropped, Kalamba. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Make sure you're hitting the bell notification, doing all that good stuff. Don't be a viado, don't be a filo da puta your whole life. Make sure you're doing all that good stuff. But Ivan Toney, his price tag has been dropped. If we go here on Just Arsenal News, on One Football, it says London club reduces their asking price for Arsenal's target. Brentford has reduced their asking price for Ivan Toney as they look to sell him this summer. Following his long ban for breaking betting rules, Toney did not display his best form last season. He only played a few games for Brentford, with his contract set to expire end of next season. This summer represents the optimal time for the club to sell him. Initially, the Bees were asking for a significant fee, reportedly £80 million, which Arsenal was not willing to pay. However, due to Toney's underwhelming performances upon his return to football last season, Brentford have now lowered their asking price. According to a report on TalkSport, Brentford will now accept around £60 million for Ivan Toney, as they hope he performs well at the Euros 2024. Although his fee remains substantial, Brentford believes Toney is worth this amount or even more. However, Arsenal may not share this valuation, making negotiations potentially challenging. Listen, let's go straight into it. Now, they're valuing him. They've dropped his price from wanting 80 million to now wanting 60 million. Right now is the best time to go in for him, for an Ivan Toney or an Isak. If these guys perform well at the Euros, prices only go up. And this is why I want this club to be proactive. Be proactive. If we wait for these guys to perform in the Euros, prices only go up. Most players' prices go up. James Rodriguez made a name for himself performing in international football. The prices are only going to go up. Right now, you can get him for 60 million. Go and get the player over the line. Eu tô cansado de repetir a mesma porcaria all the time. Don't wait to see how well he performs in the Euros, because we're only going to have to overpay. Now, the only thing for me, I'm going to be real. The only thing for me is, how come we're waiting and when Arsenal don't want to pay 80, 60 million for Ivan Toney? But it seemed like Arsenal were prepared to play 60 odd million for Sesko, a player that's never done it in the Prem, a player that's still developing. It makes no sense. Why would we go and pay round about the same amount of money for a Sesko and not play it for an Ivan Toney that's Premier League proven, that is ready to perform now, that you know what you're going to get out of him now? Go and get the players over the line that we've identified. Go and get them now before their price tag goes up in the Euros. I just don't understand it. If it's about finances, sell the players that we need to sell and get the players in right now. I like Ivan Toney. I want Ivan Toney at Arsenal. I'm going to be real. I've been saying I want Ivan Toney. I want Isak or Ivan Toney. Those are the two strikers that I want coming into Arsenal right now. I think he's got the quality. He can score different types of goals. He's done it in the Premier League. So there's certain hurdles you don't have to, go through when you're going and getting a broad striker. We don't know if Osimhen would bang in the Premier League. We don't know. We've never seen him perform in the Premier League. But Ivan Toney's been able to perform. And I think around a better team and a better squad, I think that he is able to actually perform and be the striker that we need at this club. So for me, I like Ivan Toney at Arsenal. They've dropped their valuation from 80 to 60 mil. Best believe that valuation is going to go up if he performs well in the Euros. The fact as well, on top of everything, there is a lack of quality strikers out there. Go and get me the striker now. Não gasto meu tempo. Põe o combo, põe o dinheiro, põe a massa, paga a massa. Não começa a brincar a gastar tempo. Põe a massa. Go and get the player over the line. Tô cansado de repetir a mesma porcaria every single day. A mesma porcaria every single day. At the end of the day, we paid £65 million for Kai Havertz. Why not buy this guy? Because this guy's going to bring us way more quality than someone like Kai Havertz. And like I said, if it's about finances, buy him. I was talking to Deji the other day. We were streaming yesterday, and Deji was saying that Tottenham are looking at Ivan Toney. Tottenham are reluctant to pay £60 million for him. So go and pay the money. Tottenham are the other club looking at Ivan Toney. I'm going to be fuming with these Finnish supporters if Ivan Toney goes to Tottenham, unless we get an Isak. That's the only way I'll be like, all right, fine. I want Ivan Toney. He's a bad boy player. I rate him. Technically sound, got great composure, can score free kicks, good at passing. He can do the Jesus role and more. If this guy in a better team, I bet he'll produce more goals than what he did at Brentford. All due respect, it's Brentford. Let's keep it real. Go out there and get this player over the line. It's not hard. It's genuinely not hard. All due respect, Brentford are a selling club. They've lowered their valuation. Go and get him over the line. Because how can we say, oh, we're not going to pay 60 mil for Ivan Toney, but we're willing to pay, due to certain reports, we're willing to pay 130 million pounds for the release clause of Osimhen. It makes no sense to me. It literally makes no sense to me. So we ain't got the money to buy Sesko, but we'll go and buy an Osimhen that costs double the money. His release clause is double the money, but we don't have the money to go and buy an Ivan Toney. Doesn't make any sense to me, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'll be 100. This guy's already come out in interviews saying that he likes Arsenal, that he'd love to play for Arsenal. Go out there and get the player over the line. Não gasto no tempo. Por amor de Deus. Por amor de Deus. Big up to everyone that's locked in right now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Ivan Toney worth 60 million? Are they worth 80 million? Is he worth 80 million? Listen, what's your order? What is your order of striking options? Would you put Toney as number one? Would you put Isak as number one? Would you put Gyökeres as number one? Would you put Solanke number one? For me, I would put Ivan Toney then as my number one target, then Isak, then Solanke, then Gyökeres. And the only reason I'm putting Solanke above Gyökeres is because Solanke's actually done it in the Prem and he scored 20 odd goals. And I think, listen, even though it's only one season, he's still done it. He's still done it in the Prem. And that is why out of Solanke and all the other Premier League proven strikers, he's the one that's only had one good season, where the other strikers have had various good seasons. So listen, that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. But let's get into some of the comments. Big up Northside. This club frustrates me. Just put the goddamn money on the table and buy a striker. They can't tell me anymore. No puckeria about the transfer window. The transfer window is open. Finish that puta. Go and get the player over the line. Before it's the transfer window isn't open. This is what I'm saying. We're still moving the same as before. We're still moving the same way. It's annoying. It's jarring. I don't want 29 and Jorginho at our football club anymore. This is what I'm saying. People say, like, a lot of Arsenal fans are saying, oh, we've outgrown players like El Nene. And we've outgrown Jorginho. We've outgrown Havertz, bro. They're not the guys to get us to the promised land. We are now able to compete. Now we need players that are going to get us over the line. And them two are not going to be able to get us over the line. So I hear it, bro. I hear it. Arsenal are dead. The Cronkies have destroyed this great club. I hear it, bro. I hear it. Fenerbahce and Napoli have standards. Arsenal don't. We're not moving serious, bro. We're not moving serious. My friend Northside, big up, bro. Dimila Northside, come on, my G. Big up to my guy, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in right now. Keep smashing the like button. Big up. Listen, big up to my guy. Big up Northside. Big up, bro. Big up, big up, big up. Havertz is starting for us next season. Bro, I can see it, bro. With what I'm seeing about, oh, we don't need a striker and all this bucaria, bro, I can see this club trying to sell us that we don't need a striker, bro. And we'll just go with the same crap that we've got. 29 is useless. People forget the 19 games that we're carrying, bro. They only remember the games that he scores, but not the games that he actually was doing nothing. It's crazy. Get Toney or Dubovik or Xerxes. Listen, I don't want Xerxes, but I hear it. Listen, I hear it when you're talking about Toney and Dubovik, bro. Bucaria, you also paid 75 million for bench warmer Pepe. Exactly. So I don't want to hear nothing about money, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about money, bro. Because the reason that we're in this financial mess anyways, because this manager's mismanaged our money in the first place by getting bums that are now on the bench that are not good enough. Havertz as a backup, I wouldn't even have him as a backup, bro. I would cash in on him, bro. I would cash in on him. Like, he's starting for Germany. And that just shows you how much the German team has fallen off. That Kai Havertz is leading their line. Sell him off. He's still young. Sell him off. He ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. 13 goals after paying 65 million pounds. Nah, bro. Nah. I don't trust the hierarchy. I hear it. Neither do I, bro. They used to call Roman on his cell phone late night when Chelsea fans need his love. Facts, big up Toney's mentality. Bro, this guy's a baller, bro. This guy's a baller. And just like Maddison, when I told I told these finish that puta, that Maddison would be balling out. Yeah, I told you at a better club, he'll be balling out. And now look what he's doing at Tottenham. Yeah, and don't tell me no bookade about, because he got injured. What was he doing before the injuries? That is a player that we should have went for, but instead we went for Fabio Vieira. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke, man. But big up to everyone locked in. Roman was there, everything. Yes, he was king and savior. Ever since Roman left Chelsea got a reputation of being a mid-table club. They got Carefree Lewis stressed out. Yeah, big up to my guy Carefree Lewis, man. They got him stressed out, and I hear it, bro, because he's seen glory. You know what I mean? He's seen major honors after major honors. Toney is #1 by far. Osimhen is a myth. Isak ain't it. We can get him for less than we paid for 29. To me, it's a no-brainer. Let me know if I'm in what you man think, but for me, it's an absolute no-brainer, bro, to go and get an Ivan Toney, bro. If he's being valued at 60 million pounds, go and get it over the line. Go and get it over the line. Toney should be Arsenal #1 target. I hear it. Arsenal say they don't want Toney because of his attitude. They said the same thing about Aubameyang, bro. And then when he came to Arsenal, I didn't see no problem about attitude. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. They always, but if they like the player, yeah, if they like the player, they'll talk about how the player is incredible, yeah. No matter if he's a goal scorer that doesn't score no goals, regardless, whatever, they'll always make excuses. As soon as they don't like the player, they'll just bash him, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. Selling Zinchenko and Jesus would be our biggest signing. Let's be real. Big up Northside. Yeah, we need to get rid of both of them, man. We need to get rid of both of them. I can't lie. Big up to you, my G. Big up, man. Big up Northside. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Love to everyone that's locked in right now. You know what I mean? Basically, the Conkeys have their Arsenal back. The real fans won't as long as they're around. I have a little Scottish heritage, so it makes sense. I root for Scotland today as I want to drink Havertz's tears. Yeah, come on, Scotland, man. I got a friend that's not very well at the moment, which is why I was late to the stream. So I hope that Scotland actually win. Big up to Scotland, man. I hope they do well, man. Just for my boy Ian's sake, you know what I mean? Yes, Northside, big up your chest, my brother. Big up, my guy. What's your answer to people saying Toney can only play with a second striker? Bro, we'll see, innit? About man saying that he can only play with a second striker. Bro, he can play as a lone striker, man. He can play as a lone striker. And I think at Arsenal, he will play as a lone striker if he comes in and he'll shut people up, bro. But if you're not flavor of the month, these maricas that made that always got an excuse. You know what I mean? Northside, how does it not comply to these putas? If you go in for serious players, surely that shows you are wanting success no matter what. The thing is, bro, they want to lower the expectation so that when we don't win, they don't get clowned, because that's what they want, bro. That's what they want. If they lower the standards, if we underachieve, oh well, but we didn't get a goal scorer. Oh, but we didn't get a right winger. Yeah, because you're not demanding for one. So if you're not demanding for one, when we don't win major honours, you always got an excuse to fall on. That's what they want. Arsenal fans in general always want an excuse to fall on. Oh, but we couldn't spend the money. Oh, but we couldn't get the striker. Oh, but next season we'll get the striker. Next season we'll get the player. They always want to leave it open for an excuse. So that's why they're happy, bro. That's why they're happy to go with 29. That's why they're happy not to go get a proper striker, bro. So that they always have that excuse to fall back on, bro. Because that's what they like. Excuses FC. They love having their excuses to fall back on in case things go sideways, bro. That's how it is with this fan base. That's how it is. Smash the likes up and subscribe. Big up to my guy. We need to sell Nketiah, Smith Rowe, and Nelson. But we've got bare players we need to sell. We've got bare players that we need to sell. And we're going to get into it. But I've got a feeling that they won't get Toney. They will get some scrub of a striker, because it always happens with Arsenal. When you need a player with quality, they don't bring it in. No, they don't. It's true. It's true. We've been needing a proper striker for how long, bro? 3 years. But we go and get Havertz. But we go and get, we never get the obvious. It's always obvious what we need, but we never go and do it. And the fan base always lap it up. These man never question what this club is doing. Even though the way the club has been moving, we ain't won major honours for ages, bro. They don't question it. They just accept it. I watched Osimhen stink out the whole of the Ivory Coast over AFCON. As a Nigerian, I'm telling you, he ain't it. It has to be Toney. Maybe Arsenal may even see a goal from a direct free kick for FC. Bro, big up to you. Thank you. Graças a Deus que há uma pessoa aqui a falar como deve ser. I've been saying, bro. Osimhen ain't it. I've been saying this. Bare Nigerians that come in my chat. Big up to all the Nigerians. Big up to everyone, no matter where you're from. Big up to all of you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? In the chat saying, yo, Osimhen isn't that guy. Isn't that guy, bro? Do you know what I mean? And people say, oh, but look what he done for Napoli. Bro, I don't care what he done for Napoli. Yeah? When you look at the ability of the player, he's not a proper gunman in front of goal. His link-up play is poor. He's a bit pacey. He's not the fastest. Yeah, but he's got a bit of pace. Overall, this guy is not it. We need a gunman. This guy is not a gun. If you can't even be a gunman at the AFCON, don't chat to me. Don't chat to me. You know what I mean? If you can't score multiple goals against Angola, even though I've got my Angolan shirt on, big up to all my Angolans, you know what I'm saying? Don't chat to me, bro. Don't chat to me about this guy's a baller. Toney can create for himself. He does it all the time at Brentford. He is more than capable. His second striker business is capped, bro. They'll always want to put down a striker like Ivan Toney, but then they want to create a bunch of excuses for Havertz. Oh, it's not his goal scoring, it's what he does off the ball. Oh, it's not his goal scoring, it's his link-up play. Or it's not his goal scoring, but he's used to what Arteta wants. Bro, these men, yeah, they pick and choose when they want to make excuses or justifications for players that they like. I mean, it's crazy. Ramsdale should not start on Sunday. He was rubbish against Iceland. I haven't actually watched any of the England games. I haven't actually watched it, bro. So I'll be completely real. Scotland will beat Germany tonight. 29 will be crying. Northside, you and I know it, but if Real Madrid thought like Arsenal fans, they wouldn't be 15 Champions League trophies deep. Pause. And I hear it, bro. I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they don't come out with excuses. They go out for the players that need to be brought in. They needed a striker. They went and got Mbappe, bro. They didn't get the B-Tech Mbappe from flipping from the second tier League O division, bro. They went and got Mbappe because they move serious. This club don't move serious. Musiala masterclass loading. I'll be honest, as a United fan, an old boy, all I want is for someone else to win this league. Fed up of feeling like the league has lost its strength recently. It has. And you know what? Arsenal fans allow it, bro. Arsenal fans allow it. Chelsea fans have been allowing it. Man United fans allow it. Tottenham fans allow it. All the fan bases, the majority of these fan bases allow mediocrity, allow failure, allow all of it, bro. And that is why it's become a farmers league. Do you know what I mean? It's a joke. It's a joke. A guy I know said he would take top 4 over a trophy, bro. These man, bro, it's crazy. I'm in Albania watching you. Big up Northside. Big up to all the Albanians, man. Big up to all of you lot, wherever you're from, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Do you know what I mean? Big up, familia. We are here and we are fed up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fed up. All I can say is that Arsenal are serious and my club isn't serious because my club has still got its Humpty Dumpty in charge. And when I heard the news, I turned into Sid from Toy Story. My head was gone, bro. I hear it, real king, man. I get it. Why you've had enough, bro. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Albania will beat Italy tomorrow. Broja masterclass. We'll see. I don't really rate Broja, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, Toney played 17 games and scored 4 goals last season, so it's not like he's world class. Also, I never said any of these strikers are world class. Yeah. I never said any of these strikers were world class. Ivan Toney also had a massive ban for the majority of the season. So let's take that into consideration as well. It's not like he was available for the whole season. And what I'm saying is the player has the quality. He clearly doesn't want to be at Brentford anymore with the interviews that he did just before the season ended. He don't want to be there anymore. And Ivan Toney has shown the quality. I see the quality in his game. I see things that that a lot of strikers lack. I see that he's clinical when you give him a whole season. And most of the time, he is the talisman and the best player at Brentford, bro. It's the same thing with Maddison. People were, some Arsenal fans were undermining Maddison because he was at Leicester, and that Leicester team got all its best players taken away. Yeah, and he was the only one performing, and that Leicester team was sinking. Yeah, as soon as he goes to a better club, which Tottenham, man for man, are a stronger team and a stronger club than Leicester, you saw the quality of Maddison, bro. So let's not forget that football is a team game, and there's only so much one individual can do, bro. But when I see the quality of that individual, I believe in a better team, he'll do better, bro. Do way better. You know what I mean? And when man are trying to justify to me Kai Havertz, I'm sorry, you can't be bashing now Ivan Toney. And that's from someone who wanted to buy him last season. Listen, I hear it, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, give him a whole season. I'm telling you right now, this guy's got the ability, bro. Loser mentality FC. This is the majority of Arsenal fans, man. Northside, Real Madrid booed Ronaldo, who scored 4 in one game. That's how serious they are to win. It's mad, and yet they're able to get over the line. There's no surprise clubs like Arsenal and Tottenham, clubs like this don't win because there's no demand for us to win. The fans are happy with the bare minimum, bro. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I don't know what Lewis and Garlic Breath do for Arsenal. They are hypocrites paid by Vina. I don't know what they do either, bro. I'll be real. Hey, Northside, you should do the people's elbow on Arteta. Crazy, bro. Business is booming at Arsenal, whether we win or not. What's the incentive to win? What other elite club has a failing manager in the past 5 years? By the way, failing means not winning. Exactly. But the revenue's going up. We got Champions League football. Revenue's going up. All the ads are going up. That's all they care about. That's what they're showing me. This club ain't changed from when we sat Wenger. They're happy, bro. They're not doing all they can do to make sure that we right the wrongs from the last 2 seasons of being nearly men and finishing second. They're not showing me that kind of ambition. I'm not seeing the ambition in this transfer window so far. I'm not seeing the ambition. It's a joke. If you're really upset about getting second 2 seasons in a row, we should at least get a striker over the line already. Already. I don't care what no one's telling me. Money talks. Put the money down. We need a striker. Put the money down. Tired of it, bro. Northside, I remember you from Saint LFC channel with Roms. That's how I discovered you. Big up, man. That was a while. That was a minute ago. I can't lie. Big up, Ravi. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're smashing the like button. You know what I mean? A big up to all of you lot, whether you've joined recently, whether you've been there from day one. I appreciate all of you lot. We've got more news to get into, but let me know what you guys think about Ivan Toney, because I think 60 mil for Ivan Toney is fair. It's fair. Kai Havertz went for 65 million pounds. Xerxes was going to leave for about 40, 50 million. The Jimenez striker out there in Fernand, he's about 40 million if we want to get him. Then you've got, what's his name? Dubovik. He's got a 40 million pound release clause. These are players that are doing it outside the Premier League as well. And they're around 40 to 50 million if we want to get them to Arsenal. Ivan Toney's been doing it in the Premier League. 60 million, I don't think that's an unfair price. I think that's actually pretty cheap. I know he's on his last year and people are going to look at the contract and this and that, but bro, listen, the guy is ready to perform now, bro. The guy is ready right now. Premier League proven right now. He wants to leave. The club want to cash in. They're a selling club. All respect to Brentford, because I do respect the way that they've recruited and everything else like that. I like Brentford, but they're a selling club. They're part of the team of the clubs in the Premier League that are selling clubs. It's a no-brainer. 60 million for Ivan Toney. If we are tight for money and we can't spend, first of all, you're not breaking the bank for a striker, which Osimhen, you'll be breaking the bank. Gyökeres has got a release clause of 85 to 90 million pounds, and he's not Premier League proven. I don't think it's hard to understand that, Ivan Toney, 60 million, that's actually a decent price. That's a decent price. So listen, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But we got more news. I'm gonna get through you guys' comments. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Keep smashing them likes. With a Toney Arsenal win, they should be 100. What's that? Will you be rooting for your boy Kai tonight? But he ain't my boy, bro. He ain't my boy. We will get humbled in the Champions League next year. Arteta will be responsible for everything if we don't win a trophy. That's it. People are saying that for everyone that wants this manager to stay, why not demand the best players to come in to give him the best tools to do the job? It just makes no sense. If people really like this manager, you can't be telling me that a Xerxes or strikers of that level are the answer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get the best players available. Get the best players of it. That's what we need. Ivan Toney is better than Nketiah, Jesus, and 29. If you sold them 3 players, you've got the money for Ivan Toney. All of a sudden, you ain't even touched your transfer budget. It's not hard, bro. It genuinely is not hard. If we sell well, even 3 players, we sell 3 players at 20 million, that covers the whole fee for Ivan Toney. And you freed up all those wages. Bro. So you'll still have money for wages left over. He ain't going to be coming in some crazy wages. It's not hard. It's genuinely not hard. But this club don't move serious. Xerxes going to AC Milan next season. That we could get Isak from Newcastle, bought him for 70+ mil, and he's their top scorer, but would rather hit them with 120 and see what they do with it. This is what I'm saying. Them man, they've got money, but they can't spend all their money. Money talks. Let's be real. Arsenal are a bigger club than Newcastle. Big up to Newcastle. I got no disrespect to Newcastle because I actually like Newcastle. Yeah, but they haven't got the money in terms of the money that they can spend within FFP. They are limited. You hit them with 120, 130. Isak's coming to Arsenal, bro. Isak's coming to Arsenal. Bigger club, bigger fan base, more global, have got a bigger history. He's coming to Arsenal. It's not a hard decision, bro. But if you don't move proactive, then it ain't gonna happen, is it? It's not gonna happen because we're not giving the incentive to the player and to the club. That's what we're not doing that. Put the money down. At the end of the day, anyone that's talking about price tags and that, no one's complaining that we spent 100 mil on flipping Declan Rice. They're happy with the outcome. They're happy with the quality of the player, and they were saying we should have spent more. So that just goes to show you spend the quality, you spend on quality, you get quality. It's not hard. You buy cheap, you buy twice. We renewed Nketiah. We now got to buy a striker. We bought Havertz. We still got to buy a striker now. We bought Jesus. We still got to buy a striker. You buy cheap, you buy twice. Overall, it's still going to make it expensive. Well, we bought what? Flipping Jesus for 40 million, around 40 million pounds. Then we bought Kai Havertz for 60 million. Yeah, that's like over 100 million that we spent on 2 strikers, and we still got to spend money to get the striker that's clinical. This is what I'm saying. You buy cheap, you buy twice. So just go spend 120, 130 on a striker that's actually going to get us over the line. Like, man, think that doing all this cheapskate thing is going to, bro, it's ridiculous, man. Arteta out. Give Brentford Eddie and 30 mil for Toney would make sense to me. Yeah, if they won Nketiah, then yeah. Northside, what sort of striker suits the current football Arsenal play? This is another thing, yeah. And some people may think differently, yeah. I don't really care about the play style. I just care about a striker that scores goals. Because the problem also with Arsenal, not only that we don't have a proper goal scorer, we got too many strikers that are too alike. They're too alike. We need something different. This is why when we become unstuck against low blocks or mid blocks or whatever you want to call it, we don't have an answer because everybody's samey. I just want a proper striker. If he only plays and he wants through balls, he's not gonna a striker that's not gonna drop in and link up play with the wingers. And I don't care. I genuinely don't care because all I want is goals. And a striker that offers us something different can also help us if we need a plan B. Jesus and Havertz are way too similar strikers that if Jesus ain't working, what's Havertz going to come on the pitch and offer that Jesus doesn't bring? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, even when you look at City, they've got Alvarez, they've got Haaland. 2 players that play completely different. Alvarez is better with the link-up play. Alvarez gets, like, he can help you in a build-up play where Haaland wants to receive the ball in the box. and tap it in. Two different types of strikers for two different types of scenarios, depending on what type of team you're facing. Man United used to have it. They had Tevez that was explosive, that was just work rate and was clinical. But then you had a Berbatov that ain't gonna do all the running around, but he will be a poacher in the box, receive the ball, smack it in. Two different profiles of strikers, not like for like strikers. Do you know what I mean? So this whole thing about, because we play a certain style, we must only get one type of striker. I don't agree to that. I don't agree to that. Ten Hag has won more trophies and got to more finals than Super Mick in less seasons. It's almost like experience matters. You know what I mean? It's almost like experience matters. It's crazy. It's crazy. Northside, would you take Julian Alvarez if he was on offer? I don't want Julian Alvarez. I'll be real. He's not clinical enough for me. Not clinical enough. So no, I wouldn't take Julian Alvarez. I think it could potentially be a Jesus part 2. So no, I wouldn't take him, bro. I'll be real. Is it Arsenal FC or Arteta FC? I'm confused. It's Arteta FC. For these man, it's Arteta FC, bro. Had we bought Toney last summer and integrated him as he could have trained from September, he would have hit the ground running with us in 2024. Exactly. Facts, bro. Anyone who ain't in for Toney are missing out big time. Premier League proven. Can do it all. He's a difference maker. Perfect signing for Arsenal and Man United. Even Man City, if he don't mind being second choice. Berbatov was lethal. Yeah, listen, I hear it, bro. I hear it. He was lethal. He was a lethal striker. Northside, I can't lie. Northside, I can't like your wasting time with all this news, bro. Arsenal linked to every professional on the planet, and Arsenal's slow as with their business, bro. I hear it, bro. We got to cover it, bro. We got to cover it. I'm going to be doing a lot more Euros stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot more Euros and Copa America stuff now that the football's back, bro. But listen, if this is the news, then we got to cover it. We got to cover it. We got more news. Aaron Ramsdale confirms Arsenal transfer stance with brutally honest Mikel Arteta message. Let's get straight down to it. The 26-year-old has been linked with a summer exit as he aims to secure first team. What's going on? Move the pop-ups, man. Move yourself. As he aims to secure first team football, nothing is set in stone though, and he said reports on Newcastle's switch were news to him. He goes on to say no footballer wants to not play. Aaron Ramsdale told TalkSport in the lead up to England's Euros opener. I've had a tough year personally, not playing, and I never want to do that again. He admitted it was tough to lose his place to Raya, but said international duty has given him a release. I've got the greatest honor, the greatest badge on my chest. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I play a minute or no minutes, and Arsenal win and England win the Euros, it will be the pinnacle for me, the best day ever. For the time being, I'm probably one of the happiest 26, 27-year-old men in England, and hopefully we can make not just us, but hopefully many millions at home the happiest as well. But yeah, listen, obviously Ramsdale wants to play. He's been linked with moves to Newcastle. I respect the fact that Ramsdale actually wants to play. He doesn't want to be on the bench. He doesn't want to be a side man. He actually wants to play. He wants to be number one. Yeah, he wants. And listen, I can respect that. A player is not just happy sitting on the bench. We've had loads of players just happy sitting on the bench. I'll be real. But ultimately, you're not good enough to be number one. That's the problem. That's the problem. And listen, he said that it was news to him about him being linked to Newcastle. Just focus on the Euros. Listen, playing well in international football is always great for a player's profile. A lot of teams start looking at you. A lot of teams start, being more interested in signing you up if you had a good Euros, if you have a good World Cup, if you have a good Copa America. I'm glad that he doesn't want to be second place, but the thing is, you have to improve your game, and if you don't improve your game, you're not going to be number one. It is what it is. We've been linked with a load of players to replace him, but ultimately, I don't think he's good enough. You're doing watch-alongs or match reactions for Euros and Copa America. I'll be doing match reactions. I won't be doing watch-alongs because watch-alongs, the majority of like the big channels, they're the ones that get the most traffic when it comes to watch-alongs, not the smaller channels. So I'll do match reactions, but I won't be doing watch-alongs. That's the thing. A big up to everyone that's locked in. Focus on Euro and Copa America. Yeah, but we're going to be doing it now that it's starting. We're going to do a lot more of that, not just transfer news. We'll be doing both. But big up to everyone, man. Listen, I hear it. I hear the frustration. I get why you lot have had enough. You can see that I've had enough as well already. But yeah, it is what it is. Isak, Toney back up if we can't get Isak, Kimmich and Gnabry or Rodrigo. So what would be best for us? Grab De Gea. I think the De Gea time is over, man. I can't lie. It is what it is. Jurassi, be no brainer, and Toney. What's this? Northside, when was it for you when Arsenal stopped being a serious club? After the Champions League final, we stopped being a serious club. I'll be real. After the Champions League final, we stopped being a serious club, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Arsenal star tells Mikel Arteta he wants to leave as 4 clubs eye £20 million moves. Reiss Nelson, Arsenal Academy graduate Reiss Nelson has informed the club he wants to assess his options for a possible summer transfer amid interest from 4 Premier League sides. The 24-year-old made 89 appearances for Arsenal since breaking into the first team in 2018. Does it say what clubs? There we go. That contract includes an option to extend 12 months, but Nelson looks set for a summer move and has told Arsenal he is keen to open to talking to other clubs, according to The Athletic. Nelson hardly featured in the title challenging Gunners last season, started 1 Premier League game, and he knows he needs to play more regularly to revive his career. What's this here? It is claimed that the Premier League clubs West Ham. Let me stop this advert. It is claimed that the Premier League clubs West Ham, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, and Fulham have all expressed interest in signing Nelson, who has had loan spells in Germany and Netherlands. Listen, it can go. It can go. I think it's time for Reiss Nelson to leave. I don't understand why he ever sold. Why he ever had a contract extension. I don't understand it. I don't know what he ever did to warrant that. It made absolutely no sense to me. He never performed well. Let's keep it real. He never really performed well out on loan enough for him to come back into the team and warrant a spot on the bench. £20 million. It is what it is. West Ham, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, and Fulham are said to be interested in him. Listen, let's make sure we get some money. Let's make sure we get some money for him and we can invest in players that we actually do rate. I think that's the best option for his career. I think of it the same way that I think of Emil Smith-Rowe. You're not going to be a starter at Arsenal. Emil Smith-Rowe, Reiss Nelson, and Nketiah, for their development and for game time, they should leave Arsenal. They're not going to be players that are going to be breaking into the team. They're not going to be players that are going to take us forward. And it's time to now cut the umbilical cord and get rid of these maricas la merda, and it's time to move on. Please, I don't want to see another season of these guys. Move them on. It is done. That's how I look at it. But let me know, guys, how you lot feel, what you lot think about these players. There was another news about what's his name? About Nico Williams. Let me get to the Nico Williams news. Where is it? Nico Williams. There we are. Right. Nico Williams says, I have told my representatives Arsenal target once future resolved after Euros. Obviously said that Arsenal are speaking to him. Let's see what he said. What's up with all these adverts, man? He said, Nico Williams said to the Metro Sport, I'm very happy at Athletic. It is the club that has given me everything. It's the club that has bet on me 100%. I am very happy in Bilbao. And that is what I have to say. I have it quite clear. Athletic is my home. I'm very happy. And what I want is to focus on the Euros, which is very important, because if you are not 100% in a competition like this, it will pass you by. And the rest, I don't know what is going to happen. I've told my representatives that I do not want to know anything until the Euros is over. I'm 100% focused, and my desire is to win the Euros. Just Arsenal Opinion says every good Arsenal player wants to focus on helping their countries at the Euros 2024, and we can understand why Williams wants to do the same. After the competition, there will be time to sort out a move for him if we remain interested. Yeah, and listen, there's a lot of time as well for his price tag to go up. From what I heard, this guy is not that great. From what I heard, this guy is not all that, Nico Williams. And I'd rather go get another player, to be honest. I heard this guy ain't all that. And I trust Lee saying that this guy, I mean, he watches La Liga, and he said this guy ain't all that. So I trust his word. I think there's better players out there. Obviously, he wants to focus for Spain, 21 years old. He's valued at 60 million euros. If he has a great Euros, the price tag is going to go up. So we're going to have to overpay for him. And yeah, plays for Atletico Bilbao, can play as a right winger or a left winger. He's primarily a left winger. 5 goals and 12 assists in 31 appearances. I don't think that warrants a £60 million price tag. But it is what it is. These teams are trying to get every last drop from these players that other clubs are looking at. 5 goals. I'm sorry. 5 goals is poor. 5 goals is not good enough for me to want a player for 60 odd million pounds. Really not. But that is what he's being valued at, because he's, young players always got that young player tax. The valuation goes up, the price tag goes up. But for me, he's not worth that. I'm gonna keep it real. He's not worth that. Hold on a sec. Let me. What's man saying? Northside. When was it for? Where I already read that. De Gea is free and is still one of the best keepers the previous season. And you look at how Man United team was on his last season. I hear it, but he's gonna want stupid wages, bro. He's gonna want stupid wages. Northside for Portugal can give us your view on which player will do well in the Euros. I think, listen, majority of the Portuguese players will do well. I think it's a bit too early for Antonio Silva and Neves to shine. I think if Jota is available, he will do well. I think Gonzalo Ramos, I think, may have a good Euros. I think Rafael Leão will have a good Euros. Inácio, I think, will have a good Euros for Portugal. So I think there's quite a few, obviously, Bernardo Silva. There's quite a few players I think that will have a good Euros. João Felix, if he's played in the right position, may have a decent Euros. I think Nuno Mendes is going to have a really, really good Euros. I think Dalot plays very well for Portugal. I think he'll have a good one. Guerreiro as well. So there's quite a few players for Portugal that I think can have a very good Euros, bro. I'll be real. Paulinho, I think, will have a good Euros. Please leave Reiss. Arsenal don't need has been players trying to make a name for themselves again. Arsenal stop being stubborn and just pay and get the quality to win big trophies. I hear it. Even if Toney is available on the cheap, Dr. Toe Sucker has 180 pages to get through and would prefer to ponce around with his partner in crime, Arteta. I hear it. Get us Toney. His age doesn't matter. He's way better than Havertz. It's quite simple, man. It's honestly quite simple. It's truly quite simple. I just don't understand it, man. I genuinely don't understand it. But yeah, I just want the best players for us to get over the line, man. That's all I want. I just want us to win major honors. And the way that we're moving right now, we're not moving serious. And that is what annoys me. We're not moving serious. And people say, oh, it's only the start of the window. Yeah, but we got the Euros. And with the Euros, price tags are just going to go up. If the players perform to the level expected, price tag is just going to go up. That's all that's going to happen. Yeah, and we don't do well in bidding wars, man. We don't do well in bidding wars. Let's just keep it real. We don't do well in bidding wars. That's why I don't want Arsenal to have bidding wars, because you just don't do well in those kind of scenarios. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't want Nico Williams. From what I've heard about him, I actually don't want Nico Williams. He's not a player that I actually want. But still, like, I just had enough, man. I just had enough. And I'm tired of hearing, oh, we're in talks to try and, Arsenal not interested. We're hearing all these release clauses and we're not triggering any of them. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. That's how I look at it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Is there any other news? Like, the news is just getting tiring, man. It's getting repetitive. Once again, we're getting Gyökeres news that Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon are £20 million apart in striker valuation. Like, have we not done our news? Like, have we not done what needed to be done? Like, have we not done our have we not done our homework on these strikers and how much they're going for, how much the clubs want, how much the players want in wages? Like, it's a joke, man. Literally, like, I give myself a better trim. I cut my own hair. I give myself a better trim than this club does footballing business, bro. And this haircut, I got my own clippers. You know what I'm saying? My girl bought it for me. And I still do a better job, bro. I still do a better job of trimming my hair than this club getting players over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? 30, 40 minutes, I'd give myself, bro, it's just ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous. Over lockdown time, I've actually learned to give myself a better trim than this club does in getting transfers over the line. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even think I'm able to cut my own hair. But it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? What phase am I in trimming my hair? Lille president admits that they are finally ready to sell Arsenal target. We're being linked as well to Jonathan David, which Strasbourg Steve, that actually watches the league, said he's actually a good striker. Not top of my list, though. He's not top of my list. I'll be real. I know he's performing out there in Ligue 1, but yeah, Jonathan David is not my top target. He's valued at 50 million euros, 24-year-old Lille striker. He scored 19 goals in 34 appearances and had 4 assists. It's not bad. It's not bad. In the Conference League, he scored 3 goals in 8 appearances. In the Coupe de France, he had 3 appearances, 3 goals. So he's done well. He's done well for Lille. Is he ready to move to the next level? I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure that he's ready to go to the next level. And that's the problem. Jonathan David, let me know if you guys would take Jonathan David. He's been linked again. It just seems like it's the same roundabout of the same players being linked to Arsenal every single time. It is jarring. And that is why later on I'm going to be doing Love Island reaction, because I'm just tired of it now. It's just getting jarring. It's getting boring. Like the same old crap over and over again. Bro, garlic breath ain't doing nothing. Edu is a punk, both as a footballer and a director. Now that Vinay is gone, we should not recruit a CEO anymore. Northside, did you hear that women's team will play all their home games at the Emirates from this coming season? I didn't hear that, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Hashtag Edu Dr. Toe Sucker. Yeah, bro. I said Dr. Toe Sucker. With Havanas on, you know what I'm saying? Garlic and Lewis, the hypocrites at Arsenal. Guirassy is another good option. But we're not going to get the business that we need to do to get over the line, man. It's just how this club is, man. This club just move like idiots. That's the reality, bro. That is actually the reality. But it's jarring. Every day talking about the same thing. It's boring. It's jarring. But it is what it is. What can we do? It is what it is. Is Lee live? Let me know if is Lee live. I think Lee is live. I think I just switched channel. There we go. There we go. We're going to redirect to Lee. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, hitting the bell notification, all that good stuff. We're going to redirect to Lee. Make sure you lot smash the likes up. I'm going to redirect to Lee, familia. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, and without further ado, familia, we're out. Love.